Hi, I'm Klaus Lauter from Integrate Immigration, and as always, thanks for joining me on our monthly podcast. In response to the many requests we have received, the next few podcasts will focus on the individual permit types, and we start today with the business permit. Please keep the feedback coming. It helps to make sure that our podcasts are covering the areas you really want to know about. As always, please mail me on klaus@integateimmigration.com, and don't forget, if you want to catch up with the old podcasts, to visit our website. So on to the business permit. Let's have a look at who should and who can apply. Firstly, business permits are for those prospective immigrants who are looking to invest and work in their own business in South Africa. In other words, a business that the applicant is going to be actively involved in. It's worth spending a couple of minutes clarifying this, as it is an area that can cause confusion. Firstly, people can mistake a business permit with what other countries refer as an investor permit. South Africa does not offer an investor permit. These investor permits normally simply require the applicant to invest a certain amount of money into a business. This is not the case in South Africa, as you will hear later on. Secondly, please note that existing companies looking to set up their operations in South Africa, a business permit may not be the correct advice, and they should seek further guidance from our corporate team of advisors on intergateimmigration.com. Thirdly, also in many cases the business is a startup. This does not need to be the case. We process many permit applications for people investing into existing businesses. So in summary, it can be an existing or startup business that the applicant is going to be employed by and be working in it. Business permits can be applied for on both a temporary and a permanent basis. It is highly unlikely that a permanent business permit will be issued prior to being in possession of a temporary permit. The normal route is therefore to apply for both a temporary and a permanent business permit at the same time, or very close together. The temporary one will normally take in the region of 10 to 16 weeks to be processed and will normally be for a period of 5 years. Permanent residency applications can take up to 2 years, and in extreme cases even longer. When permanent residency is received, as long as the applicant has been compiled correctly, the spouse or life partner will also become a permanent resident, as well as any dependents included within the application. Until then, applications would need to be made for the appropriate study permits or activities the spouse or life partner may wish to undertake. Now let's have a look at the basic criteria for applying for a business permit. A business entity will need to be established. This normally takes the form of a PTR Limited, but not always. This involves name searches and then completing the required registration documents. South Africa requires you to make a minimum investment amount into the book value of the business. This amount equates to an investment of at least 2.5 million rand within the first 2 years. Further, within the same 2 years period, the business must employ 5 South Africans or permanent residency holders. The applicant will also need to present a comprehensive business plan that demonstrates the business concept, its viability, and the steps that are to be taken with the business to make it successful. In addition to the business plan, where the investment is into an existing business, a shareholder agreement needs to be drawn up, even if it's 100% purchase of the existing business. Above the normal permit requirements, the applicant will need to sign an undertaking to register with SARS and submit an appropriate chartered accountant certificate to prove the required investment amount exists. Integrate have assisted hundreds of businesses since our inception in 2005, and in fact in some of the areas we specialize in. Our service is all-encompassing, from advising you on the correct company formation, developing the business plan through a successful permit application. Our aim is simple: let us take the stress of the permit away from you so that you can focus on the most important thing, your business. If you want to find out more information, have a look at our website on intergate-immigration.com, or just type Integrate Immigration into Google. While you're there, why not try our online chat feature we have introduced? It puts you in touch with one of our client managers instantly and at no cost or obligation. We even pay for the phone call. As always, a big thank you for the regular followers of our podcast. We thank you for joining us again this month. For those newcomers, welcome, and we hope to see you become a regular. Before I go, I must tell you about our exciting podcast next month. We will be interviewing one of our client managers and learning firsthand just how they help companies with their immigration needs. Keeping with the Arnold theme, hasta la vista, baby.